What's good, Sooner Nation? Let's talk about some of the news here.
Okay, when we stay inside out, we're not going to listen to all the noise, okay? When people are doubting us, I told you, everybody that ain't a Sooner is holding their breath, waiting for Oklahoma to collapse, right?
Man, there's a lot of things going on in college football right now. The turmoil that's going on in Alabama got everybody paying attention to all the players hitting the portal. Same thing for Washington. And so, of course, Oklahoma is in the trenches trying to figure out who they can get that'd be interested in competing. You're turning over every rock and making it happen. But the good thing this week is we did get some good news. We got a Freshman All-American award given out by the Football Writers Association of America. And the Sooners got a crystal ball for a 4-star 2025 corner that you guys need to know about. So let's dive into that and talk about what we are hearing in the trails for the Sooners. Before we do that, welcome to Unfair Sports. I'm your host, Jay. Thank y'all for pulling up to the channel. We appreciate all the love and support. If you like the content here, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Love for you to join this family of college football fans, talking a lot of OU football and college football in general, and of course, having a blast doing it. We'll probably start scheduling these videos out 3 days a week because we're at the point now where things are super quiet. But we'll definitely make sure we get a lot of content out. We'll talk about the roster, going into spring, all that jazz, have a lot of fun. But I want to talk about a couple of things. First and foremost, shout out to Nick Anderson, who was given Freshman All-American awards out of the Football Writers Association of America. And as y'all know, Nick killed it, right? He is the second wide receiver to get in there since 2020. Marvin Mims Jr. was a recipient as well of being a Freshman All-American team for the Football Writers of America. He joins, of course, Spencer Rattler was there, Creed Humphreys. You know, the list goes on all the way back into 17. We've had a lot of players that have hit that since 2021. So Oklahoma's been producing some young players, and they show out early, which is a big thing. I mean, of course, Nick finished the year. Great numbers for him. 798 yards, 10 tutties on those 38 receptions. And he also led the country in yards per catch as a freshman. So, yeah, you cannot beat that for a guy that, you know, was freshman All-American that was a 3-star coming in. We were wondering what he would be, and he is showing you all that he plans on being wide receiver 1 here. So him getting over 798 yards on the season, I anticipate that he'll get his first 1,000-yard season coming up. So I know that him and Jackson Arnold have great chemistry together. And so this boy here, this guy, excited about the future that we have with Nick Anderson and the room that Emmett Jones is building. Man, he's putting together a room that is, I say second to none, right? And they're all young. I think that's the best part is how young our wide receiver room is with Nick Anderson, Jade Gibson, Jaquez Petaway, Brennan Thompson, you know, and then you're bringing in all these freshmen to go on top. We've got a very, very young wide receiver room that's going to be showing out, and Nick Anderson is one of those players that Nick Six is going to be a name y'all going to be screaming out a lot, you know. That's what we're hoping to see a lot more of him next season. So hop in the comments, give Nick some congrats, show him some love. He put up numbers, everything you all hoped for. He's definitely a player to celebrate because, like I said, that wide receiver room is stupid good, and it's going to do nothing but be better next season. Heck, Andrell Anthony should be back healthy. It's going to be a great time. So outside of the news that we got from Nick Anderson making the Football Writers Association of America Freshman All-American team, we also got a crystal ball going for a specific corner in college football that y'all need to know about. We're going to watch a little bit of film and look at his measurables right now. All right, you got Cobey Sellers here, right? He's listed at 5'11 and a half, about 165 on his profile. He's got himself at 6 foot, so I'm guessing he's probably close to the 6 foot range. These recruiting sites are usually behind by a few months, especially when you come to kids. They grow fast. I think he's probably over 6 foot now. But he's out of Pearland, Texas, Shadow Creek High School. And he is a consensus and composite top 160 player in the country, top 25 corner in college football. The man can ball. And some of the things that jumped out to me in watching his film, this is from his sophomore year. I'm still filtering through a lot of the junior year stuff because I got to splice it together. But I wanted to get you guys some information on him. But watching him play, first off, he has a verified 4.43 40, and he probably can shave a couple of tenths off of that as he continues to grow and just get stronger and faster. But man, My favorite thing is not only is he a corner who's pretty good at ball hawking, right? He's going to add to that cornerback room that Jay Valai is building that's going to be pretty dang legit. He also returned the ball, so he has vision as far as holes go, which is very helpful as a corner because then if you're in a position where you're moved off the ball or you're playing in a zone and you need to see the hole to try to catch the running back before they cut into it, boom, you can go in there and beat him at it. He also likes to tackle, something that all Sooner fans love to hear. The one thing that we've improved dramatically on since the Brent Venables era has begun is tackling. We got so much better this past season at tackling. We didn't have nearly as many misses. I think we had maybe a quarter of the misses that we had in 2022 and 2021. Yeah, we're tackling and we're not missing them. So we're wrapping up. And Cobey's another one of those players that's going to go out there and he's going to hit somebody, right? He has no problem with hitting. He has very good vision when it comes to being in the secondary and watching the quarterback's eyes, as well as keeping up with a lot of these fast wide receivers. He's in Pearland, Texas, right? In Texas, they got a lot of speed. Like I said, he's a verified 4.43, so he's out there balling, and that's something that you want out of a player like him. And at his height, man, he can do it. He's got good vision. Again, he played return, played wide receiver. You see him playing in little wildcat situations. Cobey does a lot for this team, and that's something that, of course, we're going to appreciate when he comes here to Oklahoma. We need a guy that's going to be versatile. He's an athlete, and like I said, good vision. That good vision is hard to find with a lot of players that can actually apply it, especially when they get to the collegiate level. I'm hoping that he's able to do that. He's expected to visit very soon on one of the junior days. I'm not sure if he's going to make the one at the end of the month, which we'll have a video on that at the end of this week. Talk about some of the players that have come down the line. Shout out to my guy PG. If you want an early preview, he's already talked about it. He's got a video going. I'll put that up here for you guys to check out. But I'm going to make my own video as well because I want to talk about some of the players that really jumped out to me that you all need to know about. But I think Sellers is one of those players that's going to be big for us, especially in the secondary. Like I said, Parker Thune put in a future cast form / crystal ball for him over there at Rivals. And it looked like Cobey retweeted it as well. So since Cobey retweeted it, feels like Cobey's probably going to buy in as long as the relationship maintains and nothing happens. I sense that he's going to commit to the Sooners and add to this 2025 class. We've already got 9 dudes in there, which is a hell of a lot faster than we did the year before. I'll explain in another video why it appears that we have so many now in comparison to years past. But I'll tell you this, adding these athletes, man, it's going to be huge for what Oklahoma's going to do going into the SEC. This dude is built to be an SEC-type player. He's got offers from Georgia, Florida State, Penn State. He's got Tennessee, Missouri's on him, Nebraska. And I anticipate that a lot of these schools that want his services, yeah, he's going to be one of those that get attention. I mean, Georgia's really all over him. And if you know Georgia's all over him, that should tell you something about why Oklahoma's definitely in the conversation. So, that right there is Cobey Sellers. Hop in the comments. Let your boy know your thoughts. Love to hear from you all. How you feel about this prospect? You think we can land him? I'm pretty confident seeing a crystal ball go in for him or a future cast or a prediction go in for a player like of his caliber and he goes in there, likes it, and retweets it, tells me that he really has interest. So as long as everything works out perfectly, Jay Valai continues to do what he be doing, I expect us to get Cobey in this class. If you made it this far, you like the content, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Love for you to join this family of college football fans. We talk a lot on OU football, but college football in general. Having a blast doing it. Like I said, the content's going to keep increasing over time. You know, we're in a very slow period, so we're just going to make some stuff up for you all. YouTube says check out one of these videos. I highly recommend it all for you. And we'll talk soon. I got a few more videos down the pipe that I'm just, taking my time on. I'll probably do a roster room-related video going through all of next week while I'm out of town. That way you got some content to enjoy. And if y'all need anything, holler at your boy. Peace.